Hey everyone. Welcome to my channel Movie Night Netflix. Avengers, Endgame the movie. In the opening, Clint Barton is showing his little girl toxophilism on his detached ranch while his better half readies an excursion lunch for them. Out of nowhere, Clint's little girl evaporates and the remainder of Clint's family deteriorates, alongside half of all life across the universe, the consequence of Thanos snapping his fingers subsequent to obtaining every one of the 6 boundless stones. Cloud and Tony Distinct are abandoned in space following their loss by Thanos on Titan, however are gotten back to Earth via Diddy Danvers and rejoined with Natasha Romanoff, Bruce Standard, Steve Rogers, Rocket, Thor, and James Rhodes. The group figures out how to take the vastness stones back from Thanos and use them to switch his activities, yet learn after finding him that he had utilized the stones a second chance to obliterate them, forestalling their further use. He lets the leftover Vindicators know that he did as such to try not to involve the stones for additional evil purposes. Angered, Thor executes Thanos, saying it's what he ought to have done in Wakanda. After 5 years, Scott Lang escapes from the quantum domain to find that his little girl Cassie is presently a teen and that Trust Van Dyne, alongside half of the populace, has vanished in the snap. Rogers has been driving misery guiding meetings for survivors actually battling with the impacts of the snap, while Romanoff is enthusiastically overseeing both Earth and the remainder of the universe with the assistance of Rhodes, Danvers, Okoye, Rocket, and Cloud. Lang goes to Romanoff and Rogers, and makes sense of that while 5 years had passed for them, just 5 hours had passed for him in the quantum domain and that time extends much contrastingly there. The three go to Obvious, who is presently bringing up a youngster with Pepper, and make sense of their hypothesis that the quantum domain can be utilized to travel once more into the past and take the vastness stones before Thanos can gather them. Unmistakable at first oddballs their proposition with worry about taking a chance with his family and the harmony he has found, yet in the wake of reflecting upon the deficiency of Peter Parker, chooses to test hypothetical models that would work with Lang's quantum burrow, in the long run tracking down one that works. The remaining Avengers set out to put their squad back together with Stark now on board. Now that Bruce Banner has accepted the Hulk as a part of himself, they have fused into a single consciousness. Romanoff sets out to identify the assassin after receiving information from Rhodes that he uses tactics similar to those of Barton. After losing his family, Barton became so overcome with grief that he began to ruthlessly massacre criminal cartels and gangs all across the world under the alias Ronin in an effort to better the world that was still left. He is discovered by Natasha in Japan, and after some persuasion, he decides to rejoin the team in an effort to try to bring his family back. The Avengers hold Stark's burial after the conflict, floating his Mark I arc reactor out on the nearby lake. The fact that Romanoff and Vision, who were absent during the snap, would be happy with their defeat of Thanos, gives Barton and Wanda Maximoff some comfort. Thor, who is for the first time ever free of the burden of royalty and leadership, crowns Valkyrie the Queen of Asgard and joins the Guardians of the Galaxy in order to discover his real calling. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.